Okay, so back to my tutorial. Let's say you don't like any of the hair that's included in this model. So let me just turn all the hair off. Let's say you don't like the hairstyles here. You think that they look awful, they're ugly, they don't match your character, miserable, terrible. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to attach my custom model functions. And so now he's bald. Bald! Bald! Let's add a Live2D or even a PNG hair tuft. This will kind of help you to create a hairstyle. It may not move as fluidly as the ones that are manually rigged into the model, but it'll get the job done if you care more about aesthetics than you do rigging. So let's close this. Let's go to, and again, we're going to be using the item pinning function, which is over here. And I have a hair tuft, so I'm going to search basic hair tuft. I have a Live2D version. I also have a PNG version. They are exactly the same. The only difference is the Live2D version, you can change the colors on, and it has a little bit of physics. So I'm going to do configure or fine tune this item. I'm going to shrink it, and for some reason it's blue right now. I don't want it to be blue. Let me hit save. Do you want to customize multiply screening? Yes, I want to change the colors. So for my other model, it was blue, which means if you have multiple characters but you're using the same Live2D item, if I change this blue to yellow and then load my other character that I'm using these hair tufts, this hair tuft is going to be yellow. A way to get around that is to just duplicate your item, maybe even rename it. I'm not super sure if that will cause errors in the software or not. Excuse me. Excuse me again. But yeah, you might be able to duplicate it, or just rename the folder or rename the thing, but sometimes that might mess stuff up, so I don't know. For now, we're just going to deal with the fact that it's going to change the color. So I'm going to change it to yellow to better match my character I've got going on here. Using the screen, I can kind of like change the line art color a little bit. Let's hit OK. So cool, beautiful. We have this tuft, but I want to make a whole bunch of them. So you can, you can just be happy with your one tuft, or we can just keep sticking more on there. So let's do it to it. Let's stick more hair on here. Oh, well, I want to rotate it. Hold Control and use your scroll wheel, and you can rotate it. You are a god. You are unstoppable. You can create whatever hairstyle your heart desires. And you don't have to use the same hair tuft over and over. Like, if you have multiple hair tufts drawn in different styles, you can just attach a bunch of different ones. This is the only hair tuft I have at the moment, but I can draw some more, and I can just list like a generic hair tuft bundle on my Etsy, and then you can just, do whatever you want. I can make little different types of strands. I can make like side bangs. I can make ahoge little tufts, etc. And it's not perfect. It doesn't move exactly as you might want it to, but I mean, it gets the job done. I rig things, so my brain is like, I just need to manually rig everything in so that it moves exactly how I want. But if you do not have the knowledge of how to rig things, this works. This is a great option, so that you don't have to spend 20 hours or 7 months learning how to rig models in Live2D or what have you. And you can just be like, all right, this is my character. The hair moves a little not perfect, but this is my representation of me. I didn't have to spend $2,000 on this model. This is what I'm going to do for my streams until someday I make $1 billion to Twitch and I can buy a custom model or something. So this is a good option for you. And let's go ahead and save all of these items that I've pinned, because if I close Live2D, or I close VTube Studio, these might all go away. So let's save them. So I'm going to click the item settings. I lied. I'm going to click the item scenes for hotkeys, and we're going to create a new scene. And I'm just going to name it my custom model A. And you can set it in a group. Please watch a tutorial that's more in depth on like the pinning process. What I'm showing you is very baby surface level basic. You can go insane with this stuff, but it takes time and patience to learn. So watch somebody's YouTube tutorial. They've got great tutorials out there. I'm gonna hit save. And now this can be set up to a hotkey. So again, we're gonna go to our hotkey section under the customization. We're gonna go to the hotkeys down here, and I'm gonna do custom model A items. Whoops. A hotkey action, and this is going to be an item scene. And I'm gonna save this scene as my custom model A. I'm gonna set it to whatever random key that way. Oh, look, they're gone. I loaded my model and he started off as this. How do I fix that? Well, I've saved all of my items to hotkey V. Cool. I've saved my model to hotkey Z. Cool. I've saved my colors to hotkey C. Cool. All of that work I put in has been saved to different shortcuts that I can just reload. I haven't lost any of my work. I don't have to spend hours setting it up again. Everything is perfect. The world is amazing. And I can stream and be a cool little yellow, orange, winged fox Sonic themed OC because Sonic OCs are very cool. Yes. So hopefully this helps. Have fun with it. And the world is your oyster. You don't have to be an artist. You don't have to rig to make a Live2D model. I myself, I know there are some other artists that make customizable models, and there's only so much customization we as artists and riggers can put into a model. I only have the patience to draw so many hairstyles or so many different types of features for a model. And this is where item pinning can help. I may not have the time to like add the hairstyle that you want specifically for your character. But if you can find little hair tufts on Etsy to download, or I'll make a bunch more to just list on my Etsy, you can take these little things and you can piece it together to kind of make the model your own. And that's my goal with most of my Etsy Live2D models, is I want people to be able to make their OCs or make a model that represents them, even if they don't have the big budget for like $500 or $2,000 for a custom Live2D model. You can be a VTuber, you can stream and have fun without having to show your face because you're anxious or just because you want to be a fun little colorful creature. You can. Anybody can do it. And there's a lot of artists like me and other folks on Etsy that are trying really hard to help make this more accessible. Have fun. Please, for the love of God, watch all the tutorials I have on YouTube before you message me and leave a poor review. Bad reviews will destroy my Etsy, and that's my only source of income. But I'm only one person. I can only reply to so many questions, and I'm kind of rambling now. I hope this helps. Please have fun. And remember, TERFs ain't got no friends.